Hello everyone and welcome back to Biddy Studios on another episode of Can You Make This? And I say yes, even though I've never made that. That's one of those episodes. So we've been asked to make a prop for an upcoming, is it going to be a sitcom or some kind of theatrical performance or a play? I don't know exactly, but it's going to be a quinceañera recreation of a cake. So these are foam bases that were purchased on Amazon. So I went to the dollar store today, picked up a couple of these, cake decorating. Picked up this at Walmart. It has different tips for decorating cakes and it comes with the bags. But we are going to decorate it with spackling, drywall spackling. And Dee took a cake decorating class, merely 20 years ago. I could make roses. But she wasn't lying. Because look at that. Can you see it on camera? Can I bring it up to the camera?
Yeah, there it is.
Pretty?
Looks great.
All right, so the goal is first to cover this in drywall spackling. We're going to do bamboo skewers to keep it together. And she wants it very simple. So we may do roses along the edges, and then we may do some scallops. I don't know. She's got a little topper of a little doll that has a little 15 on it. But it's a prop, and it's going to be in the background, so perfection is not key. But it's got to look good, right? So we're going to do our best effort. So we started and practiced before we turn on the camera. We filled these, and the drywall works pretty good. Not you wouldn't say exactly like frosting, but
no, but it's workable.
It's workable. Sure. So without further ado, we're gonna get going. So we're just gonna turn the camera to our section where we're gonna start frosting, and then let's see how.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. So maybe the first thing we should do is skewer this.
They usually do 4 or 2.
Well, when it's cake. Yep. I think 2. 2.
Perfect. Yeah.
And then 2.
Yeah.
But do you want to frost it first? That looks pretty even, right?
Sure does. We should probably frost it first.
Yeah. Let's frost it first. I cut a little piece, so it's got another anchor. And this is coming from all the experience from watching the Food Network shows.
Do you think you want to frost the whole bottom and then stick it on top? Or you want to just frost it like already attached?
No, I'm gonna leave it like this.
Okay.
I'm gonna frost it like this. Should I do this too?
You can do it after.
Okay. We're talking like we know what we're doing. So yeah, so then let me just start frosting.
Let's see how it stays.
Yes. Let me use this, the new one. So this is drywall, heavyweight drywall spackling. I showed already. It goes on pink, and when it's dry it turns white. So I am just going to use, I have a lot of plastic palette knives. That's what I'm going to use.
Yum.
Yeah, it is yummy. So I'm going to stand up real quick.
Ooh, that's nice.
Can you see it on camera?
Yes,
Okay.
It looks great.
What's good about this, and I have worked with this before to make paintings and stuff like that, is that once it starts drying, you could come in with a brush and clean it up real good. But if we're making a buttercream cake, which is kind of what we're supposed to be doing, I don't mind having a little bit of the marks on it. It shows that it's frosting. And when it dries white, it'll be even less noticeable, but okay, so that's the idea. How's it looking?
Nice. Good.
All right, then I'm just gonna keep going.
The good thing is it gives you pretty long working time.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does, because look at the rose. You made it, I don't know, a while ago. And it's still pink.
Wow.
Good?
Mm-hmm.
Instruct me, girl.
You're doing
Can't see.
great. I think you can touch up the bottom at the very end.
Yep. Good.
Yes. You just have to fix where they join a little bit. Other than that, it's super great.
This is 8, and that's 6, so I gotta take an inch off of each side. Is this coming out on camera?
Yes, it is.
Let me see here. It's hard for me to see it. Should I cut these off and then put another skewer through it?
Probably.
Okay. Or make it really low. I'm gonna make it really low.
Okay.
There we go.
Wee.
Okay. Should I do another one, or it's not going to go anywhere?
Okay.
How's that?
Good. Good.
So this is,
Lo malo que se te suba arriba el cake.
oh no, 6 inches. And this is
¿Dónde está esa gatica?
4. So again, 1 inch.
Daddy! Daddy, Daddy! Daddy!
Ahí lo veo.
He doesn't watch soccer.
Put channel 51.
Oh, is it soccer?
I don't know what's going on.
It's Spanish.
He hates soccer.
Oh, she found Sammy.
That's all that's important.
She doesn't come to see you, she comes to see La Nina.
Mm. Does that look about right?
It looks good.
About an inch.
Looks
That's
good.
close. That's close.
Looks
No
good.
la veo.
No?
No la ve.
No.
No, no.
La
Digo, a lo
chapeadora.
mejor está por atrás y no se ve.
Ow. Ow.
No lo pude ver.
Que la haga.
Ahí.
No se lo olvida que llega aquí. Yo me quedo.
Y al perro de María le hace miedo.
Le hace miau.
Porque se confunde.
Frosting. So I frosted it, as you saw in the video, with a palette knife. And now what I started doing was, with a little bit of water, is just softening all the edges up. So like if I see a line like this, there's still time to make sure it's all smooth. But then again, since it's supposed to mimic buttercream, doesn't matter if it has a little bit of texture on it. So the next step will be to come in and make flowers on it and maybe do some scallops. We'll see if we get that far, because she wants it very simple, but look how pretty that little rose is gonna look around here. So we're gonna let it dry a little bit and get making flowers, and then we'll show you how we make the flowers, or how we think we're making the flowers. Okay. All right, it's the next day and it's pretty freaking awesome. It is very matte, which I don't like, because frosting, buttercream, right?
Buttercream.
Has a bit of a satiny texture, shiny, but not really super shiny. So I'm thinking I'm gonna do Mod Podge matte. Even though it says matte, it comes across as a satiny finish because I've used it before. It will also help with, there's a little bit of cracking here in some spots that the drywall kind of tends to separate, but I don't care because we're gonna add details and decorations there. But an additional, I'm setting,
Protection.
an additional protection, additional adhesion, even though there's plenty of skewers in here. But I'm also doing a primer. So when I come to paint, it will have already. And hopefully, when Dee goes to apply her embellishments, it will help with attachment. And if we have to pull it off because it came out bad, it'll be a clean removal.
Right.
So without further ado, Mod Podge. Okay, I have gone around the entire cake to give it that little bit of a sheen. Do you need me to put it further down?
No, you're good.
Okay, so this is gonna dry matte, but with a soft satin finish, which is perfect. It's gonna match buttercream. So what we have to do now is let it dry. And it doesn't take very long for this to dry because I've used it before on other projects when I've made art with it. And then Dee will come in and start working with her piping bags and different tips and fill in this little area here. And they do have an actual topper, so we're not gonna have to worry about the topper. So, okay, let's wait for it to dry. Okay, are we ready to frost?
We're gonna start frosting. So we have, I think these are 2 star tips. One's bigger than the other. This is from Dollar Tree. This is from Michael's, the Wilton cake.
No, it's
Or
from
Walmart.
Walmart, yeah.
So we're gonna start with the bigger one and let's see what we do.
We filled it with the same thing.
The
We filled it with the
drywall.
drywall spackle. And now Dee is gonna
Let's see what we do.
do her magic. We're gonna start right there.
It's kind of hard to, it's not like buttercream. So you just,
Okay, let me go turning it for you.
yeah.
We failed to mention that the Mod Podge is dry already, so
It's not like buttercream, but it comes out
it'll
looking
look
kinda.
it'll look really pretty once it's done. Painted with a little touch of the blue that she wanted. I think it's fantastic. All right, we're moving on to the next different tip, but look how great that looks.
Not
I think
bad
you did
for
pretty good.
spackle.
That's pretty good for spackle.
I'm not doing it for 20 years.
So now you're gonna do a little star tip. Press down. We don't like that one.
No, we're gonna get rid of it. That's the good thing about the Mod Podge.
It's a clean sweep. Hey, you did pretty good there.
Get a brush and get rid of it.
All right. Try doing one here so I can have light when you do it. That's cute. That's cute. We're gonna keep going. And then we'll show you when we're completely done. All right, ladies and gentlemen, not for nothing, but we're not cake decorators, but OMG, it looks totally like frosting. So we kept the bottom layer pretty busy, a little more simple on the second layer, and busy again on the top layer. I think it looks really good.
I found a place.
Now we need to let it dry a little bit more. Dee Dee is doing quality
Oops.
control.
How come when the camera goes on?
Right, because that's always how
mess
it
it
is.
up.
But it's good. It's not going to be messed up. So I'm going to wait for all this to dry. Then I will come back in, do Mod Podge again to make sure that spackling stays in place. And then I'm going to add paint to it, and with a little touch of blue on some of these little curvy things, because I think it looks like water, and it was an ocean theme party. So stay tuned for that part. We'll be back. And the problem is I can't. We're trying to finish the bottom without having the actual cake stand, but we can't put it on the turntable. So we got this plate that has a ledge.
Looks
And
decent.
It's not
And then I
bad.
can go back and put little stars, I guess.
All right, we'll come back.
Okay, come back.
Good morning. Early morning. Gotta get this done. Wearing my bathrobe. Having a cup of coffee. And we're gonna get this done today. So it's already dry, as you can see. Everything is white. So now my next step is to put Mod Podge on all these beautiful designs that Dee made. And then add a little bit of color. So my idea was first that I was gonna spray paint the entire thing white, but I'm not gonna do that anymore. I like the color of the drywall. And since it has the protection of the finish of the Mod Podge, I don't need to add white. So what I'm going to do is add the Mod Podge, and then I'm going to come back in and do a couple of shades of blue, and then Mod Podge again as a final sealer to the paint, because the paint might make it a little dull, is put another coat of Mod Podge all over. So we're probably going to speed up this video. All right, let me go get my brush. Right, it's had time to dry. All my bits and pieces are dry. I think I'm gonna put it on the turntable. Let me go get that. All right, guys, I'm back. I did a coat on all the layers. So now I'm gonna add a little bit of color. I'm gonna use a soft blue. I'm gonna put a darker blue next to it so I can have a little bit of contrast. This one's very watery, intentionally. And then I have a little bit of teal. I don't know where I'm going with the teal though, because I believe the tablecloths are supposed to be teal, but she wants very little color. So let's keep it simple, shall we? I'm trying to find the right brush. Maybe something like that. Okay, let's see. I need to be ready to wipe it off if I don't like it. So let's see. Very little paint. That's nice. Gonna start off very, very softly. Here. All right, so this is a wrap on this one. We are done. If you want to try something like this, very simple. Pick up some foam, styrofoam cake forms, then cover it with drywall spackling. We'll leave all the supplies that we used in the description box. Get yourself some piping tips to pipe actual frosting, like baking stuff. And then you can decorate it however you want. You can make full cupcakes, you can make, it's so pretty. You can make all sorts of stuff. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found value in it. And if you did, we would appreciate a comment, a like, a subscription. We need all the help we can get in this little humble channel we have. So like we always say, stay focused, stay centered, stay creative. We'll see you next week on our new crafting adventure. We're always off to an adventure. Thank you again for watching. See you next time.